You've been here before, haven't you? Standing at the edge, uncertain, yet knowing there's something more waiting for you. There's a knowing deep inside, like a whisper perhaps, telling you that something is different, something powerful is just beyond the horizon. And yet, the familiar voice of doubt, that quiet companion of fear, it often tries to pull you back. You've felt it, haven't you? It's like a gentle tug on your heart, trying to keep you where you are, keeping you safe in a predictable place that you've known, even if it isn't truly fulfilling. But then there's the deeper, more expansive part of you, the part that sees beyond the illusion, the part that understands that your true power it lies in stepping forward. And in that step, a shift happens. It's almost as if you've been waiting for this moment for your whole life. A moment where you realize, I've always had the power. I've always had the ability to create, to heal, to bring the world into alignment with my own vision. You've heard the stories of people who step into their power, haven't you? You've seen the way they light up a room, the way they move to the world with a grace that seems so effortless. And yet, perhaps you've asked yourself, what's stopping me? It's not the world that stands in your way, no. The only thing that ever stands in your way is the idea, the belief that you're somehow less than capable. And that, my friend, is where the magic begins. Because once you begin to understand that fear is nothing more than a smokescreen, a trick of the mind designed to keep you playing small, then you begin to move through it. The ego, you see, it's a part of you that thrives on control, and its primary tool is fear. Fear of what might happen if you stand fully in your power. Fear of what might unfold if you trust yourself completely. But fear, as you begin to see, is nothing but an illusion. It's a false belief appearing real, a shadow that disappears as soon as you shine the light of awareness upon it. And what if you could simply decide right here and now that you are beyond the reach of fear? What if in this very moment you could choose to embrace your power, knowing in doing so you bring nothing but love, healing and abundance to yourself and the world around you? And the more you realize your power, the more love you bring, the more you expand, the more the world expands with you, because the universe responds to this energy that you emit. When you step into your authentic self, you create the world in your image, filled with joy, creativity, and endless possibility. When you forgive the false expression of power, the wounds, the suffering that may have held you back, then you begin to release the old patterns. You begin to untangle the knots that have held you bound. In forgiving, you free yourself. You free yourself to love, to heal, to rise above all that once held you in fear and limitation. So imagine now, just for a moment, you are a vessel of infinite potential. Your mind, your heart, your spirit, they're all aligned, working together to create a life of joy and abundance, no longer constrained by the stories of who you thought you were. And you realize in this very moment, you have the ability to manifest the life you've always dreamed of. The abundance, the love, the joy, they're already within you, waiting for you to simply allow them to flow freely. And as you allow yourself to step into this truth, you notice how your sense of self, it changes. You're no longer a victim of circumstances, but a creator of your reality. You no longer need to fear that your power will cause harm. No, instead, you know your true power, when used with love and intention, can only bring more goodness, more light, more healing into the world. And in this process, you begin to see that the old wounds, the patterns, the beliefs, the stories that once limited you, they're simply stepping stones on the path to healing. Facing them is not a burden, it's a gift. For in facing these wounds, you heal them. In releasing those patterns, you free yourself. And as you heal, you become more and more aware of your true nature, a powerful creative force of love and abundance. So as you stand in this moment, consider this. What if you could release all doubts and fears? What if you could step fully into your power right now, knowing everything you need is already inside you? What if, in embracing your true power, you could create a world that reflects your highest vision, a world of joy, love and abundance? And the more you step into this truth, the more you begin to see it reflected in everything around you. It's like the world itself begins to shift and align with your new awareness. You become a magnet for love, for abundance, for opportunities, and for creative possibilities. And the best part, you can do all this at any moment. Every time you remember your true power, you expand it. Every time you forgive, you release what no longer serves you. Each time you love yourself and others, you become a living expression of that love. And as you stand in your power, you realize fear has no hold over you. You realize the power is, and always has been, a force for good. You are a creator of your reality, and that reality is one of limitless possibility. And in that knowing, you feel lighter, freer, more aligned with your true self. And you continue to grow. You continue to manifest a world that reflects the love, the abundance, the joy that's your birthright. The more you embrace this, the more effortless it becomes. You're no longer bound by the chains of fear, doubt, or limitation. You're free, you're powerful, you are love, and so it is.